Varejao against Parker. Here's Williams King. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Milwaukee now. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
Here's Williams King. No good on the three. Milwaukee in the lead. Passes it to Hickman. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Green with the block. Now here's Freak, guarded closer. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's Hickman, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Offense, the order. And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late. You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that has really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working.
Here is Bayless. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit it up. He had 11 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge. It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Here is Bayless, defended by Williams King. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's good, assisting on the play was Livingston. Williams King's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Warriors?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
The Bucks have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. On the wing, Thompson. It's stolen by Stauskas. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Here is Bayless. 9-point game his last outing. Out to Parker. There's the pass to Stauskas. The dish to Monroe. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Monroe's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Freak dishes to Varejao. Stolen by Monroe. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the left wing. Here's Hickman. No good with the triple. Warriors trail by 3. Thompson passes to Williams King. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams King's got 7 points. Kicks to Monroe. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
So the clock runs out with the score tied.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. A nice chunk of our offense in the first half came from the low post. And one thing that should definitely do for us in the third quarter is open things up on the perimeter. We should have a lot of room to operate outside. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. Some changes for Golden State. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Bogut. Livingston comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Williams King in for Steph Curry. Williams King, he's in at point guard. Anderson Varejau is out there with Green. And there's Livingston. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. We've got 1:28 left in the third. To the middle, here's Parker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Parker's got 4 points this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Pass to Bayless. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 3-point Milwaukee lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Varejau setting the pick for Thompson. Green, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Livingston kicks the free, and that's going to be a treble.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His 4th turnover hampering their effort.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. There's the screen. Here's Stauskas. He's covered by Thompson. Parker drives in, but they recover it. Here's Stauskas. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hickman, guarded by Williams King. Here's Parker. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And with that matchup, doing what he was able to do there, just muscling inside, he's not going to have a lot of problems.
Williams King got it off in time, but it's
Oracle Arena. Let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Utah Jazz. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter, Chris Middleton is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's Bayless in at the shooting guard. Monroe with a screen on Curry. The feed to Antetokounmpo, and that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Bucks.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Curry kicks to Green. Pass to Bogut. Here's Williams King. Misses off the left iron.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Dishes to Carter Williams. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Curry. Carter Williams with the bucket. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Monroe. Here is Bayless. He's covered by Williams King. Good. And that's 15 points for Greg Monroe. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
The Bucks working the ball around. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Monroe. Shoots from 12. Green with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Williams King. And the rejection by Monroe. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got 4 assists in the game. Curry dishes to Green. To halt the run, bullseye.
Basket by Draymond Green.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team.
The Bucks have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Monroe against Bogut. Monroe left side. Kicks it down to Middleton. Clock at 4. And the Bucks miss again. Warriors trail by 8. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Here's Thompson. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Bucks shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that to the middle. And stolen by Freak. Nobody near Barnes. It's rebounded by Stauskas.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Bayless kicks to Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, and as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Vaughn, the pass to Bayless. Inside, here's Monroe. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Here's Williams King. No good there. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Greg Monroe.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Greg Monroe was doing what he does best. He produced a massive game for them in locking down this win. The thing I like about him most is that a coach can use him in multiple ways. You can play him at power forward or center.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and